Hi friends, my name is Jake. Welcome to Canadian Cutting Edge. And yeah, you saw in the thumbnail, we've got an unboxing of SHEILDON knives. SHEILDON is a newer brand. Stephen from SHEILDON contacted me back in early part of winter and wanted to know if I'd review some of their knives. Had a nice conversation with him and he said he was going to send me some knives, and it took a while. But they are finally here. So SHEILDON knives, you can buy them at whitemountainknives.com. Coupon code CCE to save 10% on them. It's been months since I talked to Stephen, so I don't remember exactly which models are in here, but we're going to find out, aren't we? So let's get over to the tabletop and take a good look. I would like to thank Stephen for this. I forgot to say thank you very much. And I appreciate that you've entrusted me with these knives. I have to give a little announcement to you guys. I've got COVID again. My wife works in a school as a teacher's assistant, and she came home with COVID, and this past weekend, she was tested and positive with COVID. And yesterday I tested positive, and that explains why I've been a little bit more tired the last couple of days. Basically head cold kind of stuff, sore throat. So if my voice is a little bit off in this video, that explains it. My videos might be a little slower for a little while, but I've got a backlog of unboxings that I've recorded before this one that I have yet to edit, and those videos are much easier to take care of. It's quite easy to edit an unboxing video and make an unboxing video. It's a lot more work to make a review video, so that explains what that explains if things slow down a little bit. All right. Let's slide this stuff out. There we go. And there's his business card. Let's see if that'll focus. There you go. You can pause the screen if you want to contact him. We've got 4 knives here. Take them out of the bags. There we go. Oh, by the way, I was using the Sanrenmu 7411 to do the unboxing. There's also I got some plastic underneath the thumb pocket clip there. There's also a large version. Okay, let's put these aside here. Let's see, there we go. First one, in no particular order, this is the Empoleon. I've got no idea how they came up with the names of these knives. They're kind of cool, actually. And this one has, the designer is Django. D2 steel, G10 handle scales, and let's take a look at it. Comes in a nice Cordura style sheath, belt clip. Yeah, that's nice with a snap. If you like carrying your knives on the outside like this, SHEILDON logo on there. Slide her out here. Looks like a steel, yeah, that's a steel clip. Lanyard hole back here. I call this sort of candy bar shape, where it's got even sides, the back of the blade handle and the belly of the handle kind of even. We've got a titanium coating on this D2, a flipper. A little bit of the 3D milled finish, sort of that rock finish on the G10, or faux rock finish sort of look. Backspacer, there's that big lanyard hole, yep. And let's see what this blade looks like. There you go. So a nice full flat grind drop point blade. Like I said, D2 steel. And lots of oil in here. Model number right there on the ricasso. And then the name of the knife and Django for the designer name. Good lockup. Yeah, no blade play. Yeah, decent action. Decent detent. Blade centering looks good. The Empoleon. Not very heavy, quite light. Okay, well, we'll put that right here on the top of the screen. Oh, let's see. Let's put it this side down. It'll sit better. Next, we've got the Boa. That's model number 9043 GIS. Django is the designer's name again. D2 steel again. They do use other steels, as we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh, there's also some paperwork in the pouch as well, in the box as well. Same kind of sheath. This one has got lots of color on the G10. And again, you can see oil on the blade, or at least I can. Lanyard hole on the back. This is sort of, what is it? Black, tan, and sort of ivory colored G10. Nice texture milling on here. So those lines right there, that's from the milling texture. So there's grippiness on the side. Open pillar construction this time. Another pocket clip, that's tip up. Neither of these, they're not deep carry clips. If you really want a deep carry clip, maybe we'll get one in a later one. Pivot collar. Let's see what the blade shape is. There you go. It's a modified blade. So we've got two bevels. There's a change in the grind. There's a line right there. It's a soft line. It's not like a very distinct line, but you can still see it there. And of course, some people are going to call this a reverse tanto. I said that recently in a video. I don't like the word reverse tanto. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, lots of oil in these pivots. That's a good thing. It just means it's a little bit messy when you open up the knife. But it looks like it's a very light oil. Again, there's Boa, Django there, model number right there on the ricasso, SHEILDON, and D2. And that hole, yep, you can flick it through that hole. No problem. Good action. Good lockup again. A little bit of side to side on this one. I don't know if it just hasn't been tightened properly or not. Or fully, I should say. Good access to lock release. There's a little bit of oil right there. Lockup's pretty good. Yeah, good action. So the Boa, is kind of a unique blade shape, isn't it? There you go. Well, let's put it back this way as well. So two dark knives. Next, we've got the Bazoucan. Not sure how to pronounce that. Model number 9050 GI. let's open this up here. Same sheath again. I believe that's with all of their knives. We've got the same color pattern on the G10, but very different 3D milling. That's quite the 3D milling on there. Open pillar construction on this guy. This one's got a deep carry pocket clip. And yeah, just one pin back here. Looks like that's going to be a sheepfoot style blade with titanium coating. Let's see. Little saber grind. D2 steel again. Is that a forward? Well, not quite comfortable enough to be a forward choil. I guess you could use it that way if you're very careful. Not too thick behind the grind. Oh, I didn't check these guys. Yeah. Pretty decent thickness behind the grind on these. Yep, lock's easy to disengage. Lockup is good. This one's got sort of a bronze kind of pivot collar. These two are gray. Well, as you can see that, of course. Thumb rest area is comfortable. Oh, can that knife be flipped open? It can be by the hole. I'm not all that good at it, especially with my right hand. And left-handed, these just don't want to work that well either, but I'm often a little bit. Oh, this one's it's got a, maybe the detent's a little too strong on this one. Maybe I could soften that up and then that would flip out a little bit easier, but you've got the option. I didn't even test this guy, did I? If it flips open. Yeah. You can just flick it through that hole if you want to. The blade's chamfered most of the way and then not at the very end. Almost looks like some kind of bird's bill. Maybe that's what a bazoucan is. I don't know. I've never heard that name before. I've never heard Empoleon before either, so there's that. The lanyard holes, I've noticed, are not chamfered. I'd probably want to chamfer those, but that's a very, very minor thing. This one has been chamfered. Just these two round ones haven't been. Not a big deal. Flush screws here. This deep clip's got a flush screw too. Good blade centering. Good lockup. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that handle's actually quite comfortable. More comfortable on my left than in my right, but yeah, it's still quite comfortable. I quite like that. So that's a little bit, well, let's put it beside these two. Are these the same? Yeah, these are very much the same length. That boa is quite a bit bigger. All right. And then we got to look at number 4. So we've had D2 steel on all three of these. I know they've got other steels. I think they've got a Damascus that has 9C or 18 MOV at its core. They use some Sandvik steel too. Aha, and this one uses Sandvik. This is the Bulbasaur. Again, Django design. Model 9061G-N. G10 and 14C28N. Of course, the same sheath. Velcro is pretty good. Oh, that came loose. Ooh, I like that G10 color. That green is really fresh. It reminds me of springtime. Yeah, it's all snowy here. We've got lots of snow and it's cold. Although today it's supposed to go above freezing, so. Open pillar construction again. Yeah, another lanyard hole. Hasn't been chamfered. And another tip-up clip. Each of these clips is totally different. They're not using just bog standard clips. You know how Tucson uses the same clip for all their budget knives? You know, I like deep carry clips better, but I'm not against these kinds of clips. Yeah, these two come up. These two have flat tops on the pocket clips. We'll test them, see how well they work when we do our video. It's got some jimping up here, big blocky jimping. Round back, round spine here. Let's see what this blade shape is. Ooh, that's a big blade. That's a big leaf-shaped blade here. Oh yes, I looked at this one. I remember looking at this one. You can also get it in a mirror polish. And I think White Mountain Knives has it with the mirror polish as well. This one costs a little more than these, I believe. Got Sandvik steel. You know, they've got to import that into China. These D2s, they've probably make them in China. Yeah, badging on this one I don't mind. Well, I don't really mind the badging on any of them that much. I don't really like writing up here on the bevels that much. I would have preferred if they could have found a way to put the name up here on the ricasso, but that's not a bad thing. That's also thin behind the grind, and there's a nice taper here. That tip comes quite thin. I think this thing's going to be a very good slicer and a cutter and a piercer. It's got a lot going for it. Well, it's got a little sort of shelf here, and then it's got the pivot collar. Then a rounded handle there. Like I said, jimping there. Ooh, the lock release is very accessible. That's so easy. You just get your thumb in the general vicinity and disengage that lock. Lockup's quite good. Oh, this one's quite a bit more comfortable in the left hand than it is in the right. So many liner locks. The G10 here, it comes out further, and when you hold it in your right hand, it can get a little bit hot on your finger there. At least it does for me sometimes. It's not annoying. It's not bad. I'm not whining about it or anything. It's just quite a bit more comfortable in the left hand. I'm one of those guys, I was born a lefty, and I prefer right-handed liner locks, and often right-handed frame lock knives over, special left-handed versions. As long as the pocket clip comes on the other side, but these don't. These are all, only one-sided pocket clips. They're only right-hand pocket clips on all of these. But I don't mind. I like these. I use these on the left side often enough. It's easy enough to pull that out of your pocket on the left side and just use it. I'm not one of those that needs a pocket clip to be on the left side for me to be happy with it. That's nice, yeah. This is, the more expensive knife out of all these, and yeah, it is the one I like the best out of these four. What do you think? Would you buy any of these? Have you bought any of these? Have you bought a different Sheildon knife? Because it took me a while to get these. They were held up at CBSA for a while, although they didn't open the box, so they probably would have confiscated all of these because they're all flippers if they would have opened it. But I just think they just got delayed in the processing. But they came through, so that's really good. I'm happy. There are other models by Sheildon. I'll leave links down below so you can see everything that White Mountain Knives has from Sheildon, and I'll leave individual links for all these to make it easy for you guys to find them. You can go to the Sheildon website. I'll leave a link for that. Sheildon started off as an OEM knife manufacturer, so they sell, if you want to start up a knife company and you want to start selling knives with your brand badging on it, they'll do that. If, you want an upstart knife company, then you want to find a manufacturer who will make knives for you. They'll make knives to your custom design. You don't have to just buy their out-of-the-box knives. They'll work with you. But for most of us, if you're watching this video, you're a knife enthusiast, like a knife collector type. You want to buy a Sheildon knife. And yeah, White Mountain Knives is a great place to get them. If I find places in Europe that have these, I'll leave those linked below as well. But for those of us in North America, most certainly. But White Mountain Knives ships to most countries anyway. So if you really want one of these, go to White Mountain Knives. Get your 10% off with coupon code CCE. And, get a nice knife. Be happy. Thank you, everyone, for watching my video. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And remember, friends, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb. Bye for now, guys. Have a good one.